Hello and welcome to Isinglass. I've had a question this week about assembling the corridor compartment seating. So I thought, what better way of answering the question than by showing you how to do this. So today we're looking at, so we've got a Great Eastern 52'6" carriage. It's a 3-compartment, brake third, and here's many of the bits. Now, I'm sure some of you notice bits are missing. I've simply grabbed some second parts and used those to assemble something to demonstrate with, hence the various different colours from the resins I've used over the past few months whilst I choose which resin to go forward with. So, what bits do we have? Okay, there's the kit itself. We have the seating with the compartment dividers which pop into the slot on the top there. Now you notice the seats do have a hand to them, they go round one way or the other, and I can show you this if I remove the frame. We can see all of my seating has a cutaway lip on one side that fits neatly onto the lip inside the frame there. That gives you a firm position as to where the seat needs to be on the carriage body. Okay, and that works the same whether we're talking about the compartment seating, whether we're talking about the bench seating, or indeed even things like the bucket seats. Here's the new addition to my range. It's the low-backed bucket seats. Again, they fit neatly hard against the frame there, so everything can be lined up on both sides. Okay, we also get a partition wall, so you can see it's got folding sections either end, and again that will fit neatly into the frame. All we need to do is decide where things are going to go. So the first step, let's refit the carriage side. Always a finicky process. There we go. Now we can see I've already drawn some lines in here. If I roughly place the seating, see, we're going to want the seat to go about there. And we can see what I've done in advance is I've drawn some marks on the frame to ensure I get it into the right place. Same further along for the next compartment, be about there. And then lastly, of course, which I'll do later, we have the single seats which will go against the end compartment wall. So let's remove the frame again. Now something we will see straight away is if I place that seat there, we are going to start interfering with the fitting for the bogie. So it may well be that attaching the seats is the very last thing you do, or one of the last things you do after you've fitted the bogies and got things painted and such like. So, I mean, the way the bogies fit, you'll still be able to remove the bogies. You simply won't be able to get in the necessary fittings and bolts into the hole there. So, as always, I tend to favour using super glues. I've had a question on which glues work. To my knowledge, most of the market quick adhesive glues will work fine. I also use PVA glues. Glue and glaze is a favourite of mine, both for using as an adhesive and glazing smaller windows. So others will work as well. Give them a try. If you need some seconds to work on, drop me a line. I'll see what I can send you. I've got a few seconds I can send out. So without further ado, let's attach a couple of seats. So a little bit of adhesive on there. And as my customers have pointed out, super glue is very much a one-shot adhesive, you don't get very long to place it correctly. Okay. So they can take a few seconds just to adhere. I think maybe that first one hasn't quite stuck the way I wanted it to. These do take time. Leave those for a second. Okay, so we've got the with the folding partition. So here we've got the corridor wall. Now I'll provide these in various different sizes. If you let me know which diagram it is you need it for, I'll get that measured up and I'll make sure it's going to fit the 6'2", 6'3", 7'2" partitions, along with that pesky little 1 1/8 inch partition between the compartments as well, just so that we can be sure that everything lines up with the windows, rather than slowly but surely the compartments moving away from the kit side. So how are they doing? Hopefully that's sticking now. Now, as we'll see on the compartment partitions there, we've got a little tab on one side. That tab fits through. It's a bit longer than needed, so either that can then be glued flat or it could be cut off, depending how you feel best the fit can be achieved. So let's put those in there. Now again, these are a permanent fitting, so you could easily just add a little bit of adhesive to keep those in place. I'll do the same on that one as well. Hello and welcome. Short break there for a home delivery. Okay, so we've got the two back-to-back seats there stuck in. We have the partition. That partition will simply slip over those lugs like that. Now obviously we're going to want to glue that in, so again a little bit more adhesive is needed. Got to make sure it stays in the right place. Never very good at getting just the right amount of glue in there, I'm afraid. I was terrible with Airfix kits when I was younger. There we go, locate the corridor partition over the lugs, as we can see there, and just let that adhere. Give that a few seconds just for the glue to set. So whilst that's drying in the right place, this could be a good opportunity just to show various other bits and pieces I have available within sort of the seating and the components range. So as we saw earlier, we have the bucket seats. So here we've got a quick comparison between the high and the low bucket seats, two different types used by the LNER. And then I've got various versions of open seating, both the 2-a-side and the 2-and-1 seating. So we can see there, first class with a central arm, without a central arm, and also third class seating. Doesn't look quite as plush, does it? Now, not all of these may be on the website. The admin on the website gets a little bit behind what I'm doing in CAD work. So if there's anything you can't see, drop me a line and ask. I can take a look at a particular diagram, see if I need to tweak you know, the design for a particular thing you're looking for. And then I'm also doing interiors for buffet cars and the like. So for example, here we have a little counter for an LNER buffet car. The counter can be provided in various lengths. Again, mention the diagram number to me and I'll see what I can do for you. I may not have it available straight away, might just take a little bit of work before I can print it off. There's always new components being made available and it's all customer led. Drop me a line, I'll see what I can do for you. Okay, so let's remove those bits of seating and pull back in the underframe we got there. So all we need to do now is we need to fix a little bit of glue again in the right place. Just enough to keep the end compartment in position. So just by eye, we're making that as square as we can. We could of course be a little bit more precise. Don't think I've got the glue in quite the right place there. But let's give that a couple of seconds to set. And then it will just be a matter of gluing the single benches in position. We can always add a little bit of glue to the back there. Being very careful with our fingers. Tweezers would be useful here. Give that a couple of seconds to set. Make sure it's nice and square. Now, just for the purpose of demonstration, I'm not going to repeat that at the far end. But then we can see, get the kit the right way round. So all the seating's designed so that the carriage can still fit over the top. It doesn't catch there. And there we go. So I've not got those perfectly aligned. So that's all down to my initial measurement, trying to get things right. As always, take time. Do things at the right speed, not in a hurry. And then we have the seating sorted. Thank you for watching Isinglass. Subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook. Keep an eye out for me at exhibitions as and when we can get back to the face-to-face stuff. Looking forward to see you soon. Bye-bye.